Have you ever thought about what it truly means to stay independent as you grow older? For many of us, independence is more than just being able to do things for ourselves. It's about maintaining control over our lives, making our own choices, and continuing to live in a way that feels fulfilling and meaningful. But let's be honest, aging brings changes, and those changes can sometimes make staying independent feel like a challenge. The good news: there are practical steps you can take to protect your independence well into your 70, 80, and beyond. Today, we're going to talk about 6 practical tips that no one seems to tell you about, but they're absolute game changers when it comes to staying independent after 70. These aren't complicated or expensive strategies. They're simple, actionable ideas that anyone can implement. Whether you're already in your 70 or planning ahead, these tips will help you maintain your freedom, confidence, and quality of life. So let's start with the first tip: keeping your home safe and accessible. Your home is your sanctuary, but as we age, certain features of our living spaces can become obstacles rather than comforts. Tripping hazards, poor lighting, and hard-to-reach items can all increase the risk of falls or accidents, which can quickly threaten your independence. That's why one of the best things you can do is make your home safer and more user-friendly. Start by taking a walk through your house with a critical eye. Are there loose rugs or cords that could cause you to trip? Is the lighting bright enough, especially in hallways, staircases, and bathrooms? Small changes can make a big difference. For example, adding non-slip mats in the bathroom, installing grab bars near the toilet and shower, or securing loose rugs can significantly reduce your risk of falling. Another often overlooked area is clutter. Over time, we tend to accumulate stuff, and while it might not seem like a big deal, too much clutter can make it harder to move around safely. Take some time to declutter your space, donate items you no longer use, organize frequently used belongings within easy reach, and create clear pathways throughout your home. If stairs are a challenge, consider whether you can rearrange your living space to minimize how often you need to go up and down. For instance, moving your bedroom or a cozy sitting area to the ground floor can save energy and reduce the risk of accidents. If remodeling isn't an option, even small adjustments like keeping a chair at the top and bottom of the stairs to rest on if needed can help. The goal here isn't to completely overhaul your home, but to make thoughtful updates that support your safety and comfort. Remember, staying independent starts with creating an environment where you feel secure and capable. Now that we've covered how to make your home safer, let's move on to the second tip: staying physically strong and agile. Physical strength isn't just about lifting weights or running marathons. It's about having the mobility and balance to perform everyday tasks with ease. As we age, muscle mass naturally decreases and joints can become stiffer, but there are ways to slow down these changes and maintain your independence. Stay tuned, because this is where things get empowering. All right, let's dive into the importance of staying physically strong and agile. One of the biggest threats to independence as we age is losing the ability to move freely and confidently. Simple activities like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, or bending down to pick something up require strength, balance, and flexibility. The good news is that you don't need to join a gym or follow a complicated workout routine to build and maintain these skills. You just need to incorporate movement into your daily life in intentional ways. Start with exercises that focus on balance and core strength, as these are critical for preventing falls. For example, try standing on one leg for 10-15 seconds while holding onto a counter or chair for support. As you get more comfortable, gradually let go of the support and challenge yourself to balance without assistance. Another great exercise is heel-to-toe walking. Imagine walking along an imaginary straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. This helps improve coordination and stability. Strength training doesn't have to be intimidating either. You can use resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even your own body weight to strengthen key muscle groups. Squats, wall push-ups, and seated leg lifts are excellent options that are gentle on the joints but effective at building strength. If you're unsure where to start, consider joining a senior fitness class or working with a physical therapist who can design a program tailored to your needs. And don't forget about flexibility. Stretching is essential for maintaining range of motion and preventing stiffness. Gentle yoga or Tai Chi classes are fantastic for improving flexibility while also promoting relaxation and mindfulness. Many community centers and online platforms offer classes specifically designed for older adults, so there's no shortage of resources to explore. Here's a quick story to illustrate the power of staying active. A man named Harold, who was 76, decided to start doing daily stretches and short walks around his neighborhood after noticing he felt stiff and unsteady. At first, he could barely walk a block without feeling winded, but over time, his endurance improved and he regained confidence in his ability to move around safely. He even started volunteering at a local library, something he hadn't considered before because he didn't think he had the energy. By prioritizing his physical health, Harold not only stayed independent, but also found new joy in connecting with others. Now that we've talked about physical strength, let's transition to the third tip, staying mentally sharp. Cognitive health is just as important as physical health when it comes to maintaining independence. After all, being able over continue please. To think clearly, make decisions, and solve problems is essential for navigating daily life. And the great news is that just like your body, your brain thrives on activity and stimulation. Keeping your mind sharp isn't about doing crossword puzzles all day, though they can help. It's about engaging in activities that challenge your brain, spark curiosity, and keep you mentally agile. One of the best ways to do this is by learning something new. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, trying a new hobby like painting or knitting, or even taking an online course in a subject you've always been curious about, learning stimulates neural connections and helps build cognitive reserve. This reserve acts as a buffer against age-related decline, making it easier for your brain to adapt and stay sharp over time. Another powerful way to boost brain health is through social interaction. Conversations, especially those that involve problem-solving or storytelling, are like mental workouts. They require you to listen, process information, recall details, and respond thoughtfully, all of which strengthen your cognitive abilities. So, don't underestimate the value of regular chats with friends, family, or neighbors. If in-person interactions aren't always possible, technology can be a wonderful tool. Video calls, online forums, or virtual book clubs can help you stay connected and mentally engaged. Mind games and puzzles also have their place, but variety is key. Instead of sticking to one type of activity, mix it up. Try Sudoku one day, a jigsaw puzzle the next, and maybe a trivia game after that. The more diverse the activities, the more areas of your brain you'll engage. Apps like Lumosity or Elevate offer brain training exercises tailored to different cognitive skills, such as memory, attention, and problem solving. These tools can be fun and convenient ways to incorporate mental fitness into your routine. Finally, don't forget the connection between physical health and brain health. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and quality sleep all play a role in keeping your mind sharp. For example, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds support brain function, while staying hydrated ensures your brain has the fuel it needs to operate efficiently. When you combine these habits with mental stimulation, you create a powerful recipe for maintaining independence and vitality. Now that we've covered staying physically strong and mentally sharp, let's move on to the fourth tip: simplifying your life. As we age, responsibilities and possessions can start to feel overwhelming. Simplifying doesn't mean giving up the things you love. It means creating space for what truly matters and reducing unnecessary stress. Stay tuned, because this tip is all about making life easier so you can focus on enjoying it. All right, let's talk about simplifying your life, a step that often gets overlooked, but can have a profound impact on your ability to stay independent. After 70, it's natural to reassess how you spend your time and energy. Simplifying isn't just about decluttering your home, though that's part of it. It's about streamlining your commitments, routines, and priorities to create a life that feels manageable and meaningful. Start by evaluating your daily tasks. Are there chores or responsibilities that drain your energy or cause unnecessary stress? Maybe it's time to delegate some of these tasks. For instance, hiring someone to help with yard work, grocery shopping, or house cleaning can free up valuable time and energy for activities you enjoy. Many communities also offer services specifically designed to assist older adults, such as meal delivery programs or transportation services. Don't hesitate to take advantage of these resources. They're there to help you maintain your independence. Next, consider simplifying your financial and organizational systems. Managing bills, medications, and appointments can become overwhelming, especially if you're juggling multiple responsibilities. Tools like automatic bill payments, pill organizers, and digital calendars can make these tasks much easier. If technology feels intimidating, ask a family member or friend to help you set up these systems. It's worth the effort to reduce stress and avoid missed deadlines or doses. Another aspect of simplification is letting go of guilt or obligation. It's okay to say no to activities or commitments that no longer serve you. Protect your time for the people and pursuits that bring you joy and fulfillment. For example, if hosting large family gatherings feels exhausting, suggest smaller, more intimate get-togethers instead. Or if volunteering feels rewarding but takes too much out of you, scale back your involvement to a level that feels sustainable. Simplifying also extends to your mindset. Let go of perfectionism and embrace imperfection. Your worth isn't tied to how spotless your house is or how many obligations you can juggle. Focus on what makes you happy and fulfilled, and let the rest fall away. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating and empowering. Now that we've covered simplifying your life, let's touch on two final tips: staying socially connected and planning for the future. Social connections are vital for emotional well-being and can provide a support network that helps you navigate challenges. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, whether it's family, friends, or community groups. And when it comes to planning for the future, having open conversations about your preferences for care, housing, and medical decisions ensures that your wishes are respected and reduces uncertainty for loved ones. Bringing it all together, these 6 tips: making your home safe, staying physically strong, keeping your mind sharp, simplifying your life, nurturing relationships, and planning ahead work in harmony to protect your independence. Each one supports the others, creating a foundation for a fulfilling, self-directed life. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of this. Staying independent is not about doing everything on your own. It's about making choices that allow you to live life on your terms. By taking small, intentional steps today, you can safeguard your freedom and continue to thrive in the years ahead. Thank you so much for joining me in this conversation. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share it with someone who might benefit from hearing these ideas. Together, we can empower ourselves and each other to live fully and independently, no matter our age. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and remember, independence is within your reach, one thoughtful choice at a time.